Alright, hi. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to play the wall in Central Streets. When you play the wall, it's mainly to scrim our war in the faction server. And I'm gonna be showing 3 stages on how to be better at the wall and play the wall. And you might be asking, who the fuck are you? I play for CBK. We've went 7-0 this last season. We went 30-1 before. And we've just been an unbeatable gang in Central for a while now. And there's gonna be 3 stages, like I said. First, I'm gonna teach you guys how to ghost peek on mouse and keyboard and controller. Secondly, I'm gonna teach you guys how to shift lock and when to shift lock. And third, I'm gonna teach you guys how to 1v2, 1v3, 1v4, or 1v5, or whatever type of situation you are where you have to clutch up for your team. And you might be asking, why should you listen to me? I'm pretty good on all 3 of those stages. I've beat Most Wanted at a gang in Central Streets by myself, basically. And I'm gonna be teaching you guys just how to play it, in case you're like new to the game. And I'm gonna be showing you guys some clips and whatever, and then I'm gonna get into it. Alrighty, so those were my clips. Now, let's get to the first stage of the video, ghost peeking, and how to ghost peek. Before we learn how to ghost peek, there is 2 things that are a must that you should be doing in this game. And the first is crosshair. There's 3 crosshairs that you should be using. It's the default one. You should be using this one if you're on controller. And for me, I use this one on mouse and keyboard, this big cross. The reason to use them is because they're like the most accurate and they hit the most. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they just do. So use those 2 crosshairs. And secondly is FOV. Your FOV, you usually want it to 85 to 80. Now, I use 80. It's just the sweet spot for me. Once you have your crosshair and your FOV good, now let's get into ghost peeking. On this side of the wall, you want to come right here between this line and this line on the wall. And to ghost peek, you want to hold your running button, hold D before you jump. So you want to hold D before you jump, like this. There should be a movement like that. And between that movement of holding D, then jump, and then holding A, you want to shoot. So it should look something like this. Like that. Of course, you can be closer to the wall if you're new to it. So you can be right here and just go. So the movement is you jump, hold D, and then hold A. Like you wanna hold D for like 2 seconds and then hold A. It should look like this. Don't even try to do it. Just get the movement done first. It should look literally like this. But remember, you want to shoot while you're ghost peeking. And now, somewhere to aim, where I aim, is that white like shelf, like right there. That's where I usually aim, because that's where everyone else is gonna be ghost peeking. It should look like that. All right. And now I'm gonna show you how to do it on the other side. All right. So for this side, it's the same thing. You want to be between these 2 lines right here. On the wall, this one and this one, and you want to ghost peek. Your movement should look something like this, but of course you want to shoot. And that's how you ghost peek. Of course, you become closer, like right here, and do it. And to aim on this side, you want to aim above this white shed. That's how to ghost peek on M and K on the wall. Now let's do controller. For controller, ghost peeking is kind of hard, but you want to be sprinting. You want to not be in shift lock, and you want to do the same thing. It should look something like this. That's how you ghost peek on controller. It should look like this. That's how you shift lock. That's how you ghost peek on controller. Alright. Now that we got ghost peeking out the way, I'm going to be teaching you guys something called shift locking. Now, shift locking in this game is so broken. You want to use it for when you're rushing. That's like mainly the whole point of shift lock is when you're rushing. So when you're in your team are about to swing out, you want to go into shift lock like this. You want to crouch. I usually crouch. And you want to jump. And then just keep shooting and moving your mouse towards more of the corner. And just keep going forward. Now it's the same thing on controller. Move your right stick towards the corner. The reason why this is so broken is because you take less damage and you don't have to worry about tracking them because you're just in shift lock and it's easy to track. When you're shift locking and you're rushing towards them, you always want to be aiming above this railing right here because that's where they're going to jump. Always want to aim high above this railing. It should look like that. That's how you shift lock. It's the same thing for both sides, okay? It's the same thing. Shift locking should be used for when you're rushing because it's so broken. Now you could ghost peek with shift lock like this. I recommend doing this if you're on controller. It should look like this. That's how you do it on controller. When you're rushing in this middle side on controller, you always want to be in shift lock. Like always. But you want to be in first person. So like right here, for example, when you're rushing on this side, you want to be in shift lock, go into first person, and then just pre-fire this corner and that corner. That's basically how to shift lock and how to play shift lock on the wall. And to 1v3, you just want to combine them. So let's say there's 3 people rushing you from right here. Want to ghost peek them, try kill one, and let's say they're really close. This is when you want to go to shift lock like this. And this is usually how you counter a push. Want to go into shift lock and then just pre-fire this corner while moving your right stick like to the wall. Like this. And you always want to add jumps into this. You always want to jump, move around, jump. And basically, that should be it. Practice ghost peeking. I'm not going to say it enough because ghost peeking is really broken in this game. Ghost peek, practice it in a private server, and get good at it. That's it from me now, and bye.